One of the most common questions I'm asked these days by people around is, how do we survive a third wave? Will there be a third wave? And it's a sensible question. We have all lost people, our livelihoods in some cases, and a lot of money over the last year and a half. And it is only sensible that we are worried about if and when there will be a next wave. So stay tuned, and we will discuss how can we all safeguard ourselves from the third wave if and ever it comes. Hi and welcome back. My name is Amit, and today we are going to talk about the third wave of COVID 19 and how to survive it. Now, first things first, let us understand and kind of remember that COVID appropriate behavior is no rocket science. It is just plain and simple hygiene. However, the problem is that we don't take basic precautions like washing hands, covering our faces with masks, social distancing seriously enough. The real trouble almost always is how good are we at following the precautions that have been told to us. We follow them for a week, a month, 2 months at best, and then when we see that the government is starting to kind of reduce their restrictions on a variety of items, we let our guards down. I mean, we all listen to all of these precautions every time we even make a phone call. But just go outside and look. People are flouting those rules literally by the second, and nobody is doing anything about it. What are we heading towards? I think we all know the answer by now. And remember, the lesser the number of transmissions, the lesser the number of mutations. Every mutation creates a possibility of our vaccinations to go null and void. The lesser the number of mutations we allow this virus to create, the higher are our chances of survival in the long run. So today we will discuss the 5 simplest ways in which you can keep yourself and the society around you safe in general. And I understand some of these might be repeated 100 times in front of you, maybe even 1,000 for some of you. But these are important points. Just the only reason of saying some of these points again and again is that it can literally mean the difference between life and death for hundreds and thousands of people. So let's begin. Number 1, wearing a mask. It's not even a question anymore that wearing a mask so completely cuts down this virus's transmission, right? It cuts it down by 1:10 in a lot of cases. And that's just one mask. If you do a double mask or a triple mask, as a lot of people have been recommending, you can cut it down to 0. Now, wearing a mask will limit the spread of any respiratory infection, and it's not just limited to COVID. And it protects the community at large, right? Some of the biggest economies in the world, some of the most developed economies of the world actually wear masks even if they have a normal flu. So there's no reason for us to not be wearing masks right now while we are not even properly vaccinated. Make sure you have your mask when you're traveling. Make sure you're wearing your mask if you're talking, sneezing, or anything. In case you've forgotten your mask, just don't talk. I mean, it's not that difficult. You can choose not to talk for an hour and buy a mask for yourself. Just there's no reason for you to become one of the super spreaders. And over the next 6 months, if you have any signs of cold, cough, or flu, just stay at home. There is no reason, and I am sure that most people will not even ask you to come to office to do some sort of work if you tell them that you are going through some sort of sickness. We are all out there helping each other, and I'm sure you can play your part by making sure you isolate when you have any form of cough and cold. Point number 2, 6 feet distance. Now, 6 feet distance sounds a lot, especially for a country like India, and I understand that's true. But there needs to be a decent amount of distance between people. We cannot be colliding into each other in railway lines. We cannot be bumping into each other on staircases of railway stations. That just cannot happen right now, because those are the causes of this virus being able to spread so fast last time. In fact, if a person at home is sick, you must maintain some sort of distance with them as well. It sounds rude maybe sometimes, but that's the world we are living in now. Third, washing and sanitization. Now, just wash your hands every now and then. I don't think it takes any rocket science to do this again. If you have been outside, if you have touched objects that were not necessarily private just to you, just wash your hands or sanitize them with a sanitizer every now and then. I think it's a good thing to have to make this habit even for your general health as we go ahead. But doing it right now helps all of us stay safer. If I have to be more specific, make sure you wash your hands before and after eating your food, before touching your face for sure. After using the restroom, which I'm sure you already do, after reaching home from any public place whatsoever, even if it's going down using your lift, that's still a public place. Obviously, after coughing or sneezing, that's a definite yes, yes. And yeah, this has to be the bare minimum. Over and above this, just wash your hands and clean your hands whenever you feel like. Fourth, avoid touching things. Like in general, avoid touching other people. If you want to say hi, just I think this would be enough. You don't really need to shake hands and hug people for a few weeks or a few months. And I think we've all done it already. Just continue doing it. I mean, why do we need to give up on this? I've started seeing people who are meeting their friends, colleagues, and starting to hug each other as if they have not seen each other for years, which is true, they haven't. But it does not give you an excuse to break this rule, which is very important for our safety over the next few months. Honestly, your safety is literally in your hands. I don't even need to add the pun there. But seriously, your hands carry a numerous amount of bacteria on a daily basis, and of course, a lot of them are harmful, and you should be cleaning your hands more in general. But they give a free ride to the viruses as well. If you have the virus, you effectively, if you're shaking your hand with somebody or somebody is hugging you, you are giving the virus a free pass to the next body, which would otherwise be really difficult to pass from one body to the other. So just avoid all contact if possible. Stop touching, stop spreading. 5. Vaccinate yourself. I understand there were a few questions about the vaccination in the beginning, but they're all kind of cleared now. We have a decent supply of vaccinations as of today, and there does not seem to be any reason for us to hesitate on taking the vaccination. Get yourself registered, get yourself vaccinated, do your bit to stop the spread. You see there? It was that simple. You just have to be persistent and continue to fight for yourself, your family, your loved ones, and your country. And together we will all win this. And at any point, if you feel like you are losing or you don't have enough motivation to continue doing this, the mask is weighing you down, you can't buy any more hand sanitizers, just remember 6 months ago, we were all happy and healthy and running around and thinking that we have beaten this virus when the second wave hit. It killed more people than any other event in free India. And still, you are wondering where your motivation is. I think that's what you need to derive your motivation from. We need to stop another lockdown. We need to stop more and more deaths. It's about time we realize unlock does not mean that the pandemic is over. Unlock simply means that the business can run back, that the money starts flowing again. It at no point any unlock, the last one nor this one, is telling you that the virus is done. The virus is still there, the pandemic is still on, and the war is still on. As a human race which has evolved over the last 100 years, from when the last time we saw a pandemic, I think we are in a much better place, and we should be in a much more commonsensical space to fight this pandemic better. It's actually less deadlier than the last one, to be honest. And yet here we are, millions of people dead. All we need to do is follow basic hygiene. If that's the only thing I need you to take from this video. Follow basic hygiene and we'll all be good and safe. That's it from me this time. My name is Amit from Smart Medical Buyer. If you like this video, please press the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, press subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you can see when we upload our next video. Goodbye.